Namaskar, I'm Astro Vastu expert Savvy Singh and welcome back to my YouTube channel Astro Vastu Savvy. In today's video, I will be sharing with you what the month of July is going to bring for you, especially if you are somebody who is governed by Gemini as their rising ascendant zodiac sign. Or if you're somebody who is ruled by Gemini as your moon sign. In either of the case, what is the month of July going to look like for you? Because I know everybody has been very curious. The past 6 months from January up until June have been quite exciting, quite thrilling, but also it has been a rising concern because the way the planets have been transiting, it has not been very favorable, and because of that a lot of people are always curious to know what are the upcoming 6 months going to look like in terms of their career, in terms of their finances, in terms of their relationship. And if you are somebody who is curious to know about the same, then stick to the video, and if you do like the video, please feel free to share it with your friends and family and subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. Now, when we talk about July and when we talk about your zodiac sign, specifically Gemini, you are somebody who is ruled by planet Mercury, which is naturally a planet of intelligence, it is a planet of intellect, it is a planet of communication, it is a planet of business acumen, and planet which is directly related to your finances. Now, why this time also becomes, this month specifically of July also becomes more important for you is because in the month of July, post 16 July, Mercury, the planet that directly governs your zodiac sign, is going to become retrograde. Now, the moment this planet becomes retrograde, you are likely to face some obstacles. But however, because you are being blessed abundantly by the placement of Sun, which is naturally an authoritative and a kingly planet as per astrology, and the placement of Devguru Brahaspati, which is known as planet Jupiter, in your very zodiac sign, so even if you are going to face certain issues, even if you are going to face certain obstacles, you are likely to get the right amount of support, you're going to get the right amount of help that you need to overcome these situations. So keeping all of these aspects in mind, firstly, the month of July is definitely going to bring about for you very many new opportunities, but there are also certain areas where you need to be slightly cautious, and what are those areas and how you can overcome these issues are also something that we are going to discuss in this video today. Now, firstly, because I already told you that Sun and Jupiter are going to be placed in your very own zodiac sign during the month of July. Until the 16th of July, specifically, Sun is going to be placed in your zodiac sign, which is Gemini, and post that it transits to the second house of from your zodiac sign, which is Cancer. However, Jupiter is going to continue its placement in your very zodiac sign, and Jupiter, once placed in your zodiac sign, is also going to give you a lot of expansion. It is also going to give you a lot of growth. It is going to give you a lot of opportunities to maybe enhance your knowledge, maybe enhance your skills. And keeping all of those things in mind, this definitely is going to be a month where you will be able to charm people by your aura, by your magnetism, by your charisma. People are naturally going to feel very attracted towards you. They are going to have this curiosity about what you know, and they would want to learn more from you because of your natural intellect and intelligence and the skills that you are working on. So you are likely to improve your skills, you're likely to enhance your skills, and because of these skills, you're likely to impress the people that are working around you. Other than that, in the second house, once Sun transits to the second house of your horoscope, there what is going to happen is that because on the 16th of July, Sun is going to transit into the second house, which is naturally the house of income, and your very own zodiac sign's planet, which is Mercury, is going to become retrograde. Now, once Mercury and Sun conjunct in the second house and Mercury becomes retrograde, and because Mercury naturally is the planet which also governs the fourth house, the house of your luxury, the house of your comfort, the house of your happiness, the house of your relationships with your mother, and because naturally Mercury is a planet which governs your communication, your speech and your finances. Both ways, this retrograde movement is going to it's likely to impact certain areas in your life. Firstly, being your relationships with your mother. There's a possibility that maybe you could get in brief arguments with her, which is why you would likely feel that you are, probably drifting apart mentally or physically or emotionally from her. Other than that, also because Mercury naturally governs finances, the retro movement of Mercury can also, even when you will be getting more opportunities to earn finances, you are going to upskill yourself, you're going to meet the right side of people who are going to help you achieve your desired goals. However, in terms of your finances, it's something that you need to be a little cautious where you're investing, how you're investing, and do you really see the exact benefit that you're trying to extract from a potential opportunity? Is it actually going to be something that is going to convert into something worthwhile? So those are things that you have to be a little more cautious about during the month of July. Other than that, in the month of July, because naturally Mars and Ketu, the South Node, are conjuncting into the third house of your horoscope, this is naturally going to give you more opportunities to travel, and there's a possibility that you are already planning to travel with your friends and family. If you're planning to do so, you've not yet booked the tickets, then maybe this is a good time for you to probably fill up a visa form. If you want to travel abroad, the chances for you to travel to a foreign land are also pretty high during this period of time. However, if you are traveling, because Mars, being a fiery planet, is conjuncting with Ketu in a fiery zodiac sign, this does indicate certain amount of loss or certain amount of anger, certain amount of it does indicate certain amount of accidents that could happen. So in that case, because third house naturally is your relationships with your neighbors, with your colleagues, with your siblings, so there is a possibility that you might get into a heated argument with them, which you might realize later that was something that you could have avoided all in all. However, because of your short temper, because of the placements of the planet, there is a possibility that you are likely to get more involved in certain issues, especially in your workspace. So keeping these things in mind, you need to calm yourself a little, calm down on your temper a bit, bring it down a notch, so that you're able to build better relationships, and you're able to really keep that harmony intact during this month. However, if you are somebody who has been trying to seek help from government officials, or you wanted certain help from people in seniority, people in senior positions, or people in power or influence who could help you, who could guide you better, this definitely is going to be the month where you will be able to gather all that support, you will be able to garner all the required support that you desire. And keeping that in aspect and keeping that in mind, also July seems to be a very favorable month for you. So in terms of your career and in terms of your finances, definitely July is bringing to you very, very good opportunities. However, in your personal life, on the front of your relationships with your friends, families and colleagues and the people around you, there are some things that you need to be cautious about. Now, because naturally these are how the transits are going to happen, these are the movements that are going to happen, and all these influences are going to impact you as an individual. There are certain remedies that you can do during this period of time which can help you overcome these issues. Now, firstly, offering Durva to Ganpati Bappa on a Wednesday. How are you going to do this? Now, you have to take 21 individual leaves of Durva and tie them together using a red thread, and then offer it to Ganesh ji, offer it to Ganpati. Now, when you offer it to Lord Ganesha, it can also be a statue that you have at your home. If you don't have one at your home, you can also do this remedy at a temple. Second remedy that you must do is that you should donate green pulses, the ones that are not flaky, the ones that are not cut into half. So the full seed, the full seeded green grains are something that you should donate to anybody who is not so resourceful, or somebody who lacks resources. So if you donate this to somebody needy on the Wednesdays, that is also something that's going to bless you abundantly. Other than that, if you want, you can also donate sweets to little children, maybe giving them chocolates once in a while. This is also something that naturally enhances the energies of Mercury, and because Mercury naturally is a planet which governs you and your zodiac sign, so the more remedies that you do to enhance this planet and better its position, you will always be favored by it. So I hope that you did like the video today. If you did like the video today, please feel free to share with your friends and family, and also subscribe to my channel if you're new, if you haven't done so already. And I will be coming back with more such insightful videos on my YouTube channel. Until then, stay tuned, and may you all have a wonderful day. Namaskar.